Hello everyone, it's Kathy, the Backyard Stamper, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous fall card using cheerful daisies. I dusted off my stamp set and I want to give it some love. And I know daisies are a spring flower, but this kind of made me think of mums, which I know they're not, but it still made me think of it. And then the colors, just with the paper and everything. I turned my spring daisies into fall flowers. So let's get started. Okay, let me put that right there and make sure it's still in the camera view. And I'll put this right here. Okay. So my name's Kathy Schmitt. I am the Backyard Stamper, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Loudon, New Hampshire. So the ingredients for tonight's card is a half a sheet of crushed curry, and then I've got a piece of white for the inside. That's 4 by 5 1/4. I've got 2 pieces of white that measure 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And I have a piece of the two-tone cardstock and a piece of the DSP. So let me show you where I got those. It's from the scrapbooking brochure that we have, and it's the Autumn to Remember. So it's not part of the kit, so let me skip past the kit and show you what this came from. So I have the designer series paper here, and the two-tone cardstock, and I also bought the stamp set. So I love the stamp set. I love the new two-tone paper, and this paper here I have used almost every scrap of my package. So what I have left is one sheet of the animals and the trees and one sheet of green. So that's pretty well used. And then for my card, so on my sample, I had some different background papers, but I'm just mixing it up a little bit to see what else looks good with my fall daisies. So the Cheerful Daisies, before I forget, is still in our annual catalog. It's on page 75. It was an part of their encore, the ones that they did not retire last year. Sorry, I didn't realize that wasn't in. It's on page 75. It's no longer a bundle priced. It's not the 10% off to buy a bundle, but both the dies and the stamp set are available. And we're going to use the bundle tonight. All right. The other thing we're going to use is we're going to use just this sentiment here from Autumn Leaves. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. So in New Hampshire, we're just about at peak, maybe slightly past peak on our fall foliage. So that sentiment makes me think of the fall foliage. And then on the inside, I have Grateful for the Everyday Magic of You from Something Fancy. And this is in the annual catalog. All of these are in the annual catalog, actually. All right, so let's move some stuff out of the way here. Oh, I didn't tell you the measurement of the DSP. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. It's just a regular layering piece. And this is 5 7/8 by 3 1/4. So it's just a skinny mat for my white piece. Very skinny. All right, so let me pull up my chair. Hi, Christina. Thanks for coming on. All right, so I'm going to take my crushed curry. It's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I'm just going to fold it at 4 1/4. and burnish. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this piece on. I originally was going to use this piece, but you know, I kind of like the green. It brightens it up a little bit more than the Cajun Craze. And then I've got like a early espresso two-tone cardstock, so those are really dark. So we want to keep it light and colorful. Oh, look what I just did. Well, guess what? We're going with our Cajun Craze side. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Two sides. Paper has two sides. Alrighty, and then this piece, I'm going to do some two-step stamping here on one of the, actually both of these little, the smaller white. We need all three whites right now. Actually, just the two small ones. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper to stamp on too. Right here. Okay. So, let's see here. I have found, I always, when I did two-step stamping forever, I always did the inside piece first and then came over with the outline. But I've actually changed my method to do it the other way, because I don't know if it's because my eyes are getting older or what, but it's been kind of hard for me to see where the lines go. So, but if you do the outside first, it makes it much easier. And I am going to use my foam mat on this too. So we're going to go full strength for my flowers. And I'm going to do another one here. Okay, and then this is my outside piece. That is this piece. So I'm going to put that there for a minute. This is going to be my die cut piece. So I need one here. And I also would like one on, oh, that's right, the inside of my card. Okay, so that I believe is all of the outside pieces. So we'll see if that's right or not. And next I'm going to use crushed curry. So the crushed curry is a little dark, so you have to stamp off. So I stamped off on my envelope and my pieces. So you can do one stamped off, one full strength, one stamped off. It doesn't matter. I'm going to just stamp off all of them. So I'm going to get this. Now see how it's so much easier? I can see those outlines pretty easily with the second piece. So I'm going to set that aside. Let me do the one that I'm embossing. Not embossing, die cutting, sorry. For some reason, I thought this set was a hybrid embossing, but it's not. Alas, I love those. Okay, and we'll stamp off again and do, and this daisy has this one petal right here, which points like to the lower left, and it's the perfect way to line up where to go. If you get that one in the right place, you are good. And I'll turn that and do it. Just want to make sure, am I in the camera? Let me zoom out just a little bit. There. That works better. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so I've got those two pieces here. Let me just clean off my blocks. Yesterday I had them all cleaned off, and then I realized I didn't do my inside. So I had to redo, and you know, it's just one of those things. All right, now I'm going to do my red flower on my piece that goes, that I'm going to die cut. I do need the Cajun Craze again too. So the red is Poppy Parade, which honestly, I'm not sure it goes with the crushed curry, but it looks pretty good with it as the flowers, I think. So we're going to need 2 of these. So we're going to stamp 1. The Calypso Coral was a little too orangey for what I was going for. I'm thinking fall foliage colors, so I did want a little bit of red in there. Now this was a little tricky to line up. So there's one skinny short one, and then this one points over. So if you can find those, then you're good. Okay, so that part's done, and I got to do the flowers, the inside of my flowers. Let's get rid of the red, Poppy Parade, and I'll show you how I do this inside part. It's probably not the correct way, but it's Kathy's way. All right, so this just goes, this is pecan pie that I'm using to do the inside. Now for some reason this stamp doesn't fit in the opening. I don't know why, but so what I do is I just kind of do it more than once and make a big one. So see how I just kind of stamped that around a couple of times? And it filled it in, and it looks natural. So those are going to be die cut. Let's do the inside here. That one I got a little bit of a double there. So I got a little bit of a double there, but I'm going to do some layering, so I'll be able to, but I just stamped again in the center, and so I think it looks fine. I've got my inside piece I need to do. So, and then that one. Okay. Let me do my greeting on both the inside and the outside. I think I'm done my brown. I still have to do my leaves. So it goes quick. It's just got some color changes that you have to do. So this is Cajun Craze. And I'm going to stamp that right up in the top left. Or sorry, right. My other left, right? Just like that. And I'll do the inside with the grateful for the everyday magic of you. I thought, you know, this could still be a Thanksgiving card. I'm grateful, I'm thankful. It's autumn. It's beautiful. It fits checks all the boxes. Okay, so let me do some leaves on here. And what I did was I don't know why, but there's one little leaf in this this group, and I think it needed more leaves, bigger leaves, but what do I know? So we are going to just add leaves wherever we can. So I am going to put my layering piece down here. So I need some leaves that are going to kind of like float out into here. So I'm just doing some random stamping of my leaves. And then I'm going to go, it has this nice little point that you can get inside there. Remember, if you stamp off the paper, you gotta re-ink it before you do your second stamp. So I'm just doing like stamp on, stamp off type of thing. And I need a light one over here. And I think I will do just a partial over here. Like that. And once we die cut, we'll assess and make sure we have enough leaves. Because, yeah, you can kind of get carried away with the leaves. Let me put one more down here. There. Oops, cleaned it off. Got to do my inside. So I'm going to do the same thing. Full strength and then come in half strength. And that's it. So my inside piece is done. And my outside piece is done. So let's go ahead and adhere that, and then we'll do our die cutting. So I'm bringing back in my my folded piece. Here's my outside, and I need that little piece of early espresso. So there's the two-tone. One side is dark and one side is light. I like the lighter side actually, because I didn't use a dark brown in my scene here. All right, so let's move that out of the way here for a second so I can see what I'm doing. I love these little skinny borders. It's just enough to give it a break from the other layer that you're putting it on. And I wanted enough of this, I wanted a smaller piece here because I wanted some more of this paper to show, even though I did the wrong side. That is fine. It's Cajun craze at least. At least it's not purple. All right, so that shows off nicely. Okay, did I get that on straight? Let's wiggle. There. All right, so that looks good. Let's set that up here. And now, oops, I want to do my inside. Let me put that on. Okay. Now I'll set that up there because that is almost done. All right, so let's get our machine. All right, so I've got this. And you just need your regular assembly, which is the #1 platform base, the #2 thin die adapter, a #3. Mine is pretty mucked up, but I use those for the bottom pieces. And then I have one that's a little bit nicer for the top. So when you're lining these up, whoops, sorry. When you're lining these up, so the daisy has like a short side and a longer side. So I find the short side and I kind of spin it around until it matches up. And so that looks pretty good right there. So we'll go ahead and tape that one down. And the same for the big one. I'm going to use that, remember that one that sticks out right here? That one goes right there. So see, it lines up really nicely. Just like so. All right, and I'll put my top plate on and crank through. Hopefully it doesn't make my table shake. I feel like I zoomed out too far. Like that. Okay. You don't want to see my messy desk. I have a pretty good sized desk, but the amount of stamping space I have tends to get very small as I work. Because if I put stuff away as I'm working, it works great. But if I don't, my space goes from big down to little. All right, that's the end of the die cutting. Sorry I didn't have that done ahead of time, but sometimes you just want to show how easy it is to line up the dies. They're not all like that. Okay, so let's get our piece out here. So I've got my 3 pieces here. I don't need this anymore. Like that. Let me put my die away before I lose it. This is one of the cards that I'll be doing at my card class on Saturday. So my peeps are going to get a sneak peek of that one. All right, so here's my flowers. So see how I said you got to kind of look to see, let's do like a dry fit one. So I'm going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe push this up just a smidge and put this one down here. I don't want it over, I want it under. Let's turn that just a smidge so I can do it like that. What do you think? That looks okay, right? And then I'm going to pop it all up. Doesn't it look happy? See, the Cajun craze stamped off for the instead of the red really looked muddy, because that would have been the other good choice for instead of Poppy Parade. But I don't mind the Poppy Parade. I think it looks fine, especially since it's been stamped off. If that was full strength, it would be way too much, I think. And with the, let's see, I want to turn it a little bit. Yeah, like that. And with this paper, my class people and the green, that kind of mutes it against this Cajun craze. It really shows as red. Red. Let's see here. How do I want to do that? Nope. I don't want to cover my daisies. I'm going to tuck that under because the yellow is what's most important here. But I'm still going to pop it up. So, all right, like that. And then we need to do our Winkastella and put on our gems, and we will be done. All right. So I'm going to do my centers first, because if I have any blobs, they'll be fine inside the center. The blob comes when I refill, and then sometimes when you just don't expect it, a little too much comes out. So there's that. It just looks so pretty when you get the glitter on it. Do I dare squeeze a little? I have another rocker card to show you when I'm done with this because I played with it today. It's going to be a card that my class people make too, and they are going to just be howling with it. Okay, so now you can see that sparkle. There. Oh, I need my gems. My little bling bling. These are the champagne rhinestone basic jewels. These are retired, but they're so pretty. And I just, you know, my class people, they don't mind if I use some retired stuff here and there. Just that one I want to move down a little. Oh, where did it go? There it goes, like that. So I've got my little triangle going. There we go, all done. And so this is the Cheerful Daisies. The dies in it are really fun. They make these daisy shapes that you can layer. If I can open that up, I'll show you what it looks like. So they're kind of stuck together. Okay, so let's see here. This one's already stuck down. Not that one. So I have like a wide piece. Oh, here's one that I built. So I have the solid piece. It's all solid. That's the shape we just cut out, minus the stamping. Then there's a piece that has holes, cutouts, which is this piece here. Then there's a slightly smaller piece that goes on top of that. So that's this piece without the inside punched out. So see this one, and then the slightly smaller one. This one has the center still, the bottom one, and the top one doesn't. And then there's a center piece. So you can build your daisies, and they look so realistic, you know. So I've done the white ones with the yellow centers. Those look just gorgeous. And then, of course, with Lemon Lolly, that's a good one to use, and you just build it back up if you want. And the little ones can be built too. So I've got like the solid one, and then 1 layer and 2 layers. So lots of fun. And then they have the little half daisy too. So very fun. Throw that back in. All right, last bit is, don't forget, if you place an order with me of $40 or more during the month of October, I'm going to send you a free card kit in the mail. So this is last month's, and one of my people that are coming on Saturday earned this. So I have the tutorial. My free class was on the winterly treetops bundle, and there's a YouTube video that also shows. So I have basic measurements and basic directions because I have the QR code to go right to the video. And then your card pack just comes like this. It has everything you need for the 3 cards and a little bit of gems, and it has the envelopes, and it will come just like that. And that's just as a thank you for placing an order with me. I know there's lots of demonstrators out there, so I appreciate any and all orders. Then if you order $75 or more, you would get this and a pack of gems. So that's what this lady did, and so that's what her package is going to look like. Now, of course, if I don't see you in person, yours will get mailed to you. So, yeah, so I hope you take advantage and do a little shopping with me. And don't forget, if your wish list is long, we do have, hold on, wait for it. Oh, one last thing. In order to get the free card class, you do need to use the host code. And the other thing is you have to select, you have to make sure you're not selected as a don't contact me, because otherwise I don't know who placed an order. And so if you use the host code and you still click no contact, I still can't tell who you are. So I wouldn't be able to send you a package. So just use the host code and then click that it's okay for me to send you an email. And that way I can send you the email saying that you were eligible for the card kit. And then the last thing is don't forget we have our awesome starter kit special where you get an extra $30 of product for only $99. And it's really more than 30 extra because they also give you a free paper pumpkin kit, a past paper pumpkin kit, and that's valued at $25. So you're really getting $180 of product value, plus you save on the shipping, it's free shipping. So altogether, it's $199.80 value, but you're going to pay only $99. Who doesn't like a 50% off sale? So I have loads of discount shoppers on my team. I welcome you whether you want to do it as a part-time business, to just feed your own craft hobby, or if you just want to shop with the discount. So you're all welcome. And that's it for tonight. Thanks again for stopping. Please like and share the video. It really helps me grow my channel. And I appreciate you so much. Thanks. Have a great night.